Hello, NBA fans. Every day we have news about the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm a Lakers fan and I ask for your help by subscribing to the channel and giving me your thumbs up. The Lakers management has a serious decision to make in 2026. Austin Reaves will be a free agent. The Lakers will either make a high salary offer to the player or trade him before the deadline and bring in the third star. New Lakers owner Mark Walter stated that he has already decided, along with general manager Rob Pelinka and Governor Jeannie Buss, that Austin Reaves will not be the Lakers' third star, but the second star, and will partner with Luka Doncic for many years. Wonderful news for Lakers fans, Austin Reaves will be re-signed with a current salary of around $40 million. Not entertaining an Austin Reaves trade was undoubtedly the right call for the Los Angeles Lakers. November 30, 2025. Should the Los Angeles Lakers trade Austin Reaves? Amid a pivotal offseason for a Los Angeles Lakers team that was shifting to the Luka Doncic era, that was a crucial question floated for the future of the franchise. Rob Pelinka definitively did not budge. There was plenty of doubt cast on Reaves. Would the Lakers guard be a good long-term fit next to Doncic in the backcourt? After years of saving on his contract value, how much would paying up hurt? Was AR a flight risk, to any capacity, in 2026 free agency? All of that, and more, piled up quickly. Pelinka, for his part, never truly appeared as a man who was going to entertain the idea. With just over a month of the 2025-26 NBA season having been played, the Lakers president was more than right in standing firm on keeping Reaves in Los Angeles. Early season returns prove Lakers were right to bet on Austin Reaves. The Lakers have watched Reaves grow every single season in Los Angeles. 2025-26 has undoubtedly been the most jaw-dropping leap for the 27-year-old. Reaves was asked to step in as the second option when LeBron James was out. That is now a role the talented offensive guard may permanently keep, as James has been content to settle in as the third star behind his dynamic duo in the backcourt following his return. With the incredible amount of mileage on James' body, who can blame him? LeBron had been trying to pass the torch to Anthony Davis for years. With Doncic and Reaves, the aging superstar can properly preserve his body for the postseason. Reaves warrants that kind of respect right now. With the highest usage percentage of his career in 2025-26, the Lakers guard has delivered career bests in points per game, assists per game, free throw attempts per game, and several other categories. Reaves has played the part of a very legitimate offense engine. The most impressive component of that may just be how malleable he has been overall. Amid the best season of his career, the Lakers continue to get every possible reassurance that Reaves wants to be in Los Angeles for the long haul. Mark Stein reported earlier in the month that other teams are interested, but that feeling has not been mutual. There is no sense at this point that Austin Reaves is looking anywhere else, Stein said during an appearance on the All-NBA podcast. Reaves and the Lakers look like a pairing that is built to last. Conversations about trading the star guard are just not going to be taken very seriously from here. Luka Doncic and LeBron James commend DeAndre Ayton. There were a lot of question marks surrounding the Los Angeles Lakers going into this season, with one of them being the center position after adding DeAndre Ayton. After securing a buyout with the Portland Trail Blazers, Ayton came to Los Angeles with hopes of playing alongside Luka Doncic, Austin Reaves, and LeBron James to rehabilitate his career. But as a center who likes his short rolls and pocket passes, those ball handlers have to get reps to learn where Ayton wants to be successful. Now that everyone is healthy for the most part, on-court chemistry is clearly starting to pick up and the starting big man is getting easy buckets. Ayton missed one game with a knee contusion and came back with 17 points and 8 rebounds on 8-4-9 from the field in Friday night's win over the Dallas Mavericks. It was only one game, but the Lakers missed what the former Arizona Wildcat brought to their offense. Doncic spoke about how meaningful Ayton is for the team during this early part of the regular season. "He's been amazing for us the whole season," Doncic said. "Since the start until now, he's been amazing. He will keep doing what he does. Sometimes I need to get him more looks. But the way he plays on both ends of the floor has been amazing. I really appreciate him. In just 4 games into his 23rd season, James is also noticing what the former number 1 pick brings to the table, along with developing pick-and-roll chemistry. Everything that we ask him to do, he does it, James said. Then it's our responsibility to give him the ball when he is open. It's our responsibility to attract the eyes off of him, for him to get good looks. He's making them all count. It was a big force for us. He sets pretty much 80% of our pick-and-roll. Jackson Hayes sets a lot. I'll sprinkle in a little bit here and there, but he's a big-time player for us offensively and defensively. He's anchoring our defense with the communication, things of that nature. In a pick-and-roll heavy league, it's great to have that safety net when we're doubled or whatever the case may be to find him. Up to this point, Ayton has been a great addition to an already explosive Lakers offense. A lot was made about his character, but he appears bought into what head coach J.J. Redick is selling. Hopefully, this buy-in remains for the rest of the season because the ceiling for LA can be extremely high with him playing at this level. DeAndre Ayton marvels at Austin Reeves' scoring ability. When the Los Angeles Lakers signed center DeAndre Ayton, it was believed that he would thrive being able to play alongside elite playmakers in Luka Doncic, LeBron James, and Austin Reeves. While it has taken some time for them to figure each other out, things are really starting to click and Ayton is understanding how each prefers to operate in the pick-and-roll. In the Lakers' victory over the Dallas Mavericks on Friday night, both Doncic and Reeves were outstanding. Luka was more of the creator with 11 assists to go along with his 35 points while Reeves was in pure scoring mode with a team-high 38 points on the night. Ayton added 17 points and 8 rebounds in his return after missing the prior game with a knee contusion. Afterwards, Ayton spoke on working with Reeves in the pick-and-roll and starting to get a better feel of what the guard wants from him in different situations. I'm in these pick-and-rolls with him, and the fire tends to go from orange to blue, Ayton said after the game. I was telling him, I'm starting to know when you want me over there to set the screens. I can see the red fire, and the red fire means I'm gonna play normal. And then the blue fire. You know blue is hotter than the red, so, you tell me. You see the blue fire, don't go near him, let him do his thing, and that's what he did. Reeves has gotten so good at being able to get where he wants to go in the paint, and Ayton understanding if he needs to go screen for him or just get out of the way is huge for their development and chemistry overall. Reeves was in the zone, hitting 12 of 15 from the field, and Ayton felt he should have had even more points. He had times where he should have got some and ones, he should have had 50, Ayton added. He's making some tough buckets, man. Like some mean, aggressive buckets under the rim where us trees are down there, and he's making some tough baskets, and I'm just like you a dog, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm running back just telling him, yo, you a dog. You making some tough baskets. You just gotta put your hats off to him. I've been seeing it since I've got here. Reeves has proven himself over the past few seasons, especially that he is that dog that Ayton is describing. He is fearless on the court and has gotten better every season, and the big man getting more comfortable with how to work with him will only lead to greater things for both of them. Will Lakers star LeBron James retire after this year? Latest thinking revealed. Los Angeles Lakers all-star power forward LeBron James is 40 years old and in his 23rd season, though he is still playing at an elite level. However, despite his continued success, James is still facing father time, and he repeatedly said that the all-time great will be calling it quits soon. Given his status as potentially the greatest to ever play basketball, James will want to go out on top and avoid becoming a role player remembered as a shell of his former self. He missed the start of the season due to sciatica on his right side, but he finally returned in November, making his season debut, and he is still working on reintegrating himself. James has a clear goal of playing as many games as possible. Availability is very key. I've always thought in order to be a leader of a team and someone that is relied on, your availability is very key, James told Dave McMenamin of ESPN. To be available to your teammates. And I know it's a tough season. There's tough seasons every single year. And a lot of games hit us. You never know how the schedule is going to fall out. But I try to be available as much as I can. However, While his ambition is to play as much as possible, the Lakers need to be careful with how they deploy James if they want to keep him fresh. According to McMenamin, who broke down the Lakers' handling of James this season, James may be in his last season. Giving James a night off here and there, from now until mid-April, would help save his legs for what the Lakers hope is a deep playoff run, McMenamin wrote. At the same time, if James believes this could be his last season, something that sources close to James have insisted that he remains undecided about, he might feel even more responsibility to suit up for every game on what would then be a retirement tour. Redick said that James' availability night to night would be determined by a group including James, Redick, James' longtime athletic trainer Mike Mancias and Dr. Leroy Sims, the Lakers' director of player performance and health. Future Hall of Famer Chris Paul is currently on his retirement tour. If LeBron James were to retire, he would probably announce it before the season to ensure he gets a farewell tour. It likely isn't his last season, given the lack of an announcement, but the NBA world is approaching the end of the LeBron James experience. LeBron James gives the highest possible praise for Denver Nuggets three-time MVP Nikola Jokic. Over the past few years, Nikola Jokic has firmly cemented his place as an all-time great with his production and success. This has led to immense praise from the NBA community, including a recent moment when LeBron James gave the Joker high praise. Over the past 2 decades, there have been many good players, but LeBron James stands out the most. It is impressive that players reach a peak comparable to his, which makes Nikola Jokic's success even more remarkable. He is one of the few players who can hold a candle to James' peak thanks to his unbelievable production for the Denver Nuggets. He has done everything he can to help the Nuggets succeed, leading to their title in 2023. Jokic has not dropped off since, which has led James to appreciate his game more. Considering he is one of James' rivals over the past few seasons in the Western Conference, Jokic has proven himself against the best. James believes Jokic is his most complete opponent. Considering James has played against Jokic numerous times over the past decade, he has seen up close what makes the three-time MVP great. They have faced each other 3 times in postseason series, with the Nuggets winning 2 of them. Jokic was arguably the best player in those 3 series, which included both James and Anthony Davis. That is an impressive achievement because he still finds ways to dominate, even when playing against some of the best players in the league. With that kind of experience of playing against Jokic, James knows he has nothing but praise for the Nuggets stalwart. Jokic's numbers blow people away, and even James is impressed with how he keeps dominating. That is most evident with his historic production and efficiency on offense, as he continues to lead the Nuggets to wins. This Joker guy, in the last 5 or 6 games, he's shooting like 77% from the field. This is not like one of those guys who were all dunks or all layups. This is everything, at all 3 levels, James said on his Mind the Game podcast with Steve Nash. There has not been a more dominant, complete player that I've played against in the sense of all the attributes you mentioned. From the passing to the shooting to the rebounding to the attention. I mean, there's nothing he cannot do on the offensive end, nothing at all. Jokic still has the potential to be even better. Despite his dominance over the past few years, Jokic is only 30, which means he still has a lot of years left in the tank. Considering his game does not require elite athleticism, he could be the league's best player for the foreseeable future. What moves do the Denver Nuggets need to make to win the championship? Let us know what you would do if you were in charge of the Denver Nuggets. Of course, he and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are embroiled in a heated debate over who is the league's best player. However, Jokic is still impressing everyone with his numbers, especially with his efficiency. With James' comments, people may find it easier to appreciate Jokic even more, making the decision in the debate less difficult. As the years go by, it looks like Jokic will age better than most players due to his play style. If he can continue succeeding, he might be in the conversation about being a top 3 center ever. Key Anthony Davis stat makes Lakers Rob Pelinka look like genius for Luka Doncic trade. When Los Angeles Lakers general manager Rob Pelinka traded superstar forward Anthony Davis to the Dallas Mavericks for standout point guard Luka Doncic on February 2, many didn't believe the Lakers deserved to be crowned winners of the blockbuster deal. Los Angeles had a solid foundation with Davis in the fold and won a championship in 2020 with the 32-year-old as their second-best player. Anthony Davis has only played 14 of 52 games since the Luka Doncic trade. However, a key stat involving Davis and the Mavericks proves Pelinka was a genius for being bold enough to complete the historic transaction. Anthony Davis has only played 14 of 52 games since the Luka Doncic trade, the X/Twitter account Mark Jackson Burner stated during the Mavericks' Friday night contest versus the Lakers. It's a well-known fact that availability is the best ability in the big leagues, which, unfortunately, Davis can't relate to. Pelinka knew where things were headed with Davis, as the Kentucky product, who was no stranger to significant injuries in a Lakers uniform, began to transform into a player virtually impossible to build around. Davis suffered a strained abdominal muscle during a January 28 contest against the Philadelphia 76ers that forced him to exit the contest early, which proved to be the last straw for Pelinka and the Lakers. With Davis continuing to experience health concerns at his new NBA home, there's no question that Pelinka knew what he was doing 9 months ago. While Doncic has missed games with the Lakers due to injury, he's proven to be more reliable health-wise, making Los Angeles' future look brighter than Dallas.